Coming up right now, flight attendants admitting to judging passengers who order a certain drink.
Oh boy. Also coming up, a Florida woman is in big trouble for what she was trying to sell on Facebook Marketplace.
That'll bounce that a little bit later on. A customer rattled after a snake falls. You will not believe where it lands.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Daily Flash starts right now.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
I am Mitch English, and we're welcoming you to Daily Flash.
Hey!
We got a great show packed for you today. James working the floor.
Yeah, I'm
Sweet
trying to hook
baby.
you up, man. I got some free
He's
stuff
hooking us
happening.
up.
I'm hooking you up.
Already.
Yeah, some stays.
And then what is Braden? I guess you're hooking yourself up. What are you on your phone there?
Swiping left or right.
Swiping left or right.
Yeah.
He swiped right on his
He's
show.
a married man. He's not doing that.
It's a new app where
Okay.
you judge shows, and it's our show. Daily
Right.
Flash. He swiped, which is the good way.
Right.
You don't know
I
which
don't
way
know.
it is,
No, I
right?
don't.
Which way
I
did
don't
I
know.
swipe
I've
my
never
wife?
used it.
I think
I
right.
don't know. When I do know if you swipe left, what's right. No one knows.
I don't know.
To my right is Matt Doolittle. What's up, Matt?
And all the stuff that sweet baby James has us involved in. You can see it on our website at dailyflashshow.com. You can send us comments, all that stuff, flash@dailyflashshow.com. But make sure when you hit that YouTube page, like, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff.
Please do. You gonna behave yourself today, Maddie?
No.
Good. That's what I like hearing. I like hearing it.
That's what my wife asks me every morning.
Before you leave the house.
Yep.
Or?
And I go, probably not.
That's what my
Probably
wife
not.
does every night.
Hello.
Lord have
Please,
mercy.
please put that away.
And-
Stop. Don't ever do that again. Yeah.
Is there a name for that?
HR.
An aside.
It's a fact,
It's
yeah.
an aside. Dumbest reasons why people became famous. Go.
Sitting in a tub of milk and cereal, and then you get to interview the President of the United States.
Okay.
Do you remember that lady?
No, I don't remember that.
She
Yeah.
was an influencer.
Yeah.
That's why she got famous.
Yeah.
No way.
And
When
so
did this
I
happen?
don't know. It was President Obama. I can't think of
Oh.
it was back during that
Okay.
time. And he was going out, and she was famous for
Sitting in a bowl of cereal.
not a bowl, a bathtub full of milk and
Milk
cereal.
and cereal. Okay.
That's all I got. That's the first thing.
Maddie?
Maddie?
Hot tour.
Hot
She
too.
is on the list.
Oh, she is.
is
That's
on
the
the list.
dumbest thing
Yes.
I ever
All
saw
right.
happen.
She is on the list. Let's see. She is she's number 2 on the list,
wow.
actually.
Okay.
Honey Boo Boo. Do you remember the Honey Boo Boo?
Yeah, that was
She had a show, though,
yeah, she had a
Show.
show.
Okay. How about Alex from Target? Who's Alex
Oh,
from
he was
Target?
the good-looking kid.
Oh my
I
God.
know you guys probably don't know this. You
It's
might see the
shaking.
lights shake, but they go, "Hey, where are they doing a national TV show? Let's fix their roof while they're
Right.
doing it."
At least they're fixing it finally.
Yeah, you're gonna see that. Anyway, he was a
Earthquake.
good-looking kid at Target, and
Okay.
somebody took a picture and he got famous.
I missed that one. Being a teen mom.
Back in MTV.
Okay. Singing badly on American Idol.
William Hung.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Remember his
Oh
name,
yeah,
right?
he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake Paul for boxing and
Jake
whatever
Paul for
else.
either of the Pauls for anything.
Okay, so you agree with that?
Oh,
on
I
the
can't
list.
stand either
Okay.
of them.
Eating a bunch of hot dogs. I guess they're referring to Joey Chestnut.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Smashing a kneecap before an ice skating competition.
Hey, what?
Nancy Kerrigan.
Oh, Nancy Kerrigan.
Kneecap.
Kneecap.
Yeah. Wow.
Also on the list, scalding their crotch with McDonald's coffee.
That's that lady.
The
We don't
person
remember that.
didn't become personally famous, but of course they did. Their lawsuit became very
Seinfeld
famous.
made it. If Seinfeld
Yes.
makes fun of you, you made
Yeah.
it. If Seinfeld.
Kardashians are on the list.
For-
Just about every reality TV star. The Island Boys.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah, I know they are.
oh, God,
But see,
no.
you missed it. They
More
down
Island
south,
Boys.
down
Oh,
south
they
twins.
just got
They
tattooed
they
face
just
and bad
idiots,
hair.
two
Hold on,
idiots.
one person talking at a time.
Two
what?
idiots down south. They just trying to be media influencers. That's all.
Okay, I
social
don't know.
media.
Okay,
Yeah.
but our
Not
whole
that
control room erupted with like,
Yeah,
oh my
they
God, they're the
laughed, yeah.
worst.
Yeah, they're terrible.
They're
Terrible.
bad.
Okay, Island Boys. Hawk Tuah as believe it or not, number 1 on the list, Balloon Boy.
Oh yeah. Unbelievable. I would love to see I would love to see which institution he is.
I wanna
locked
know
up
what
in
therapy
right
he's
now.
in.
I'm surprised Doja Cat is not on there. Because when
Doja
she got
Cat?
popular,
Yeah.
she did the Moo song, the cow song.
She
Moo,
should
moo,
be on
moo.
there for
She should be
sure.
on there. And remember the guy, hide your kids, hide your wife?
Yes, and
Yeah.
you know who else is on the Octomom? I forgot
Oh,
to
yes.
mention
Yeah,
she was the
Naked.
worst.
Popping them out.
Popping them out. But the balloon boy, that story happened in 2009. Falcon was his name.
Yeah, I remember that.
The couple claimed he was trapped in a balloon, but in reality he was hiding out in the house in the attic, and they discovered him. But yeah, wouldn't you like to know what happened to him?
Say again.
I know you can't hear over
You can't
the
hear it, huh? But-
pressure washer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's do
Well,
training right now.
The balloon boy thing, I can't believe it because that was a total manipulation of
Yes.
the media, of
Yes.
this guy. And you know, if you don't know the story, this guy says, "I can't find my kid. He was out in the barn. He might have gone up in a balloon." And they did a search for him.
And they show an empty chair with a balloon floating up, and lo and behold, the kid's being hidden in an attic, and they're doing it just to get attention.
And then they wind up, they go on national TV
Yes.
to explain it, and they're acting goofy, and it was the oddest.
Look,
Google it.
Don't act. We were all part of a skit that had something to do with that whole thing, and we ate into it,
And another
so
show
it made
we
him
did.
famous.
This is true.
I'm done with it.
Oh, wow.
All right, when you're flying, you sometimes you want to stay awake.
Yes.
And you order something while you're flying,
Yeah,
and the
of
flight
course.
attendant comes back. Well, now these flight attendants say if a passenger orders a certain hot drink, they have no problem with passing judgment. Anyone who orders a decaf coffee gets a little bit of the stink eye. They call it a cup of mud without the buzz. That's actually what they call me.
Cup of
After I
mud.
got fired from that show. According to a page called Whistleblower Air Host, coffee pots are rarely washed, so it doesn't matter whether you order decaf or regular. Experts say water is the best beverage to sip on while cruising on an airplane, but that is a bottled water. Keep that in mind. Sometimes the tubs where they keep the water in are never cleaned or not clean at all. Same goes with the ice.
That's why I just have a Jack and Diet on there. You know,
Jack and Diet,
At least
yeah,
I know
yeah,
it's
clean
clean.
it out.
Yeah, I know it's.
Yeah. The other drink they say not to order on a flight is a Bloody Mary because there's so much salt content. It's
Ooh.
not good for you to consume
That's
that much
interesting.
salt
Okay.
at that altitude because you'll be bloated for days.
When you guys, do you say, I want a can of Coke? Do you ever do that?
No.
That's
I always say that.
I
And they
want
usually
Delta,
get there like, all right,
because
whatever.
Delta just gives you the cup,
No,
and
they-
I'm like, I want the whole can.
They give you the ice
they give
all the
you
way
the
to the
cup.
top.
Yeah.
And then they pour it in, so you get about this much Coke.
Yeah.
But they don't
and then
give you
peanuts
the
to make you.
Yeah,
you
and then
gotta-
it makes you thirsty. Yes.
So I
of
say
But
course.
they
can
don't
I
have
can?
peanuts anymore. It's like sun chips.
Sun chips or whatever. Yeah, either way. But it's like mixing a thirst, not enough for the water. And
the pretzels that make me thirsty.
these pretzels are making me thirsty.
thirsty.
So try and the Biscoff cookies.
Yeah.
Are really
Oh,
good.
the
That's
Biscoff
what they do.
cookies.
Yeah, they're really good.
Can I tell you, I was at Costco the other day. I know that's shocking.
Ah, how much?
They were, I don't know
Yeah, you
what to tell
got stock, right?
I got stock in
There you
Costco.
go.
I should at this point. They were giving away samples of the Biscoff cookies. The line in Costco, you'd think they
believe
were
it.
giving away something that no one had ever tried before. I couldn't believe it. The people were standing in line for a tiny little sample of a Biscoff cookie.
They have Biscoff butter, like peanut butter. It's made from that stuff, and you can put it like on a bread or
Oh
whatever.
my
And I did that. I was when I was dating. I dated a flight attendant, and she was telling me she would bring me back of the thing. So I had a bunch of them. She goes, they have peanut butter. You can do it. Then I'm like, oh, you kidding? I want it. So
They also have them in ice cream too.
ice cream.
Ice cream.
See, that would be delicious.
Ice
I'm
cream.
ready for that.
A 52-year-old Florida woman was recently busted after she was caught buying and selling human body parts. Kimberly Ann Shopper, there she is. She was busted for trading in human tissue. Investigators were tipped off with ads promoting human bones for sale. The report says Shopper listed the following: 2 human skulls for $90, a human clavicle and scapula for $90, a human rib for $35, human vertebrae for $35 a piece, and a partial human skull for 600 buckarooskies. Detectives took the human remains as evidence and submitted them for testing by a medical examiner. When asked about the products, the shop owner told authorities she's been doing it for years, didn't know it was illegal in Florida.
I know that eBay makes a big deal about it. You can't do that.
See, Paul Kevin Curtis from the Kings of Tupelo was right. They were selling body
I
parts.
have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't either.
Explain
You never
that.
seen the King of Tupelo?
No.
Tupelo?
Tupelo. Tupelo.
Tupelo.
Tupelo.
Tupelo.
There's
Yeah.
your first problem. It's Tupelo,
Tupelo,
like in
whatever.
Mississippi, right?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. It's coming to me now.
The whole thing was he found out all these people were selling body parts, and he had this whole conspiracy theory going
Oh,
on.
yeah,
It's a
I
Netflix
remember
thing.
Yeah, it's a Netflix thing.
Yes.
He was right.
Yeah.
Here's a little Tupelo for you. Get the name right.
You're a Tupelo.
I am. You're a Tupelo. Just the Tupelo. That's it.
Here's the
Oh
Tupelo.
my gosh.
We went there.
Yes, you did.
We want you to go to social media because
Please.
I'm going to click on our social media camera, and you're going to follow me outside so you can hear what all this noise
All right,
is.
we're on it.
I
about to do
can't
it right
believe
now.
this because they got pissed off our neighbors one time because we parked my car out there.
Yeah.
I'm going off on
I
that.
know
I'm
you
sorry.
are.
They've got to start to stop me when I get off on
It's
them.
okay.
It's okay.
Tell you what,
just
take
take a
us to
deep
break,
breath.
All right.
and I'll relax.
We'll
Get ready
be
for
right
this
back.
social
Okay.
media.
Go to our website, dailyflashshow.com. Mitch will post the video of all the construction happening
is how-
right
this is
outside
how
our
I fix
door.
it. This
And
is
then
how
we're
I
going to
fix
come
it.
back and we're just going to zone it out and we're going to finish the show. Yes, relax. Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Andrea Jackson. Home sales across the country continue to ebb and flow. So who is feeling the pinch right now? Is it a buyer's market or a seller's market? Joining us to talk about it is housing market expert and COO of Unlock, Michael Micheletti. Michael, welcome to Daily Flash.
Good morning. Good to be with you.
Let's first talk about interest rates because they really drive the housing market. Interest rates for home loans have remained pretty high within the last 4 to 5 years while home prices continue to rise. How are these high interest rates and home prices impacting affordability, especially for a first-time home buyer?
Well, interest rates, thankfully, have started to come down just a little bit in the last 4 to 6 weeks. So perhaps a little bit of relief for possible home buyers that are entering the market. And with everything inside of residential real estate, it's always about location, 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 right? So certain markets, we're seeing home values come down a bit. So places like Austin, Phoenix, parts of Florida, there are deals you could say to be had outside of maybe San Francisco, parts of Southern California and the Northeast, where prices continue to remain elevated.
Let's talk about the effect this might have on someone who is selling their home right now. What are you seeing trend-wise?
Well, I think the era of multiple offers, multiple bids on a property, especially in certain markets, are coming to a close because of those interest rates and because home values remain extremely elevated. So for those home sellers that are out there, you may want to require a little bit more patience than what you probably would have seen in the past.
We talk about foreclosure rates sometimes when the market starts to change. Have they started to tick up after historic lows?
So foreclosure rates, certainly we've seen tick up just a little bit here in the last 6 to 12 months. They still remain at historic lows. I think a lot of times we see some fear mongering around this.
Yeah.
Where you start to see up, foreclosure rates tick up or mortgage delinquencies start to tick up a little bit. But overall, the housing market remains very, very healthy.
I think when it comes to investments, everybody is really shy of having that 2008 experience once again. So what sort of signs should we be looking for as an investor if we're looking to purchase real estate?
Let me just address the 2008 part of that
Yeah.
first before I get into the investor part of it. Is 2008. Obviously it was a generational event that happened. And coming out of that, there were lots of regulations that were implemented. Dodd-Frank, the birth of the CFPB and other things to help mitigate those types of events in the future. So it's really about the loans themselves and making sure that a lender and a borrower are on the same page when it comes to buying a home. So you don't see too many of the loans that we had back in 08, 09 that ended up defaulting. The foreclosure activity that we're seeing today directly tied to the macro conditions that many Americans are undergoing right now. I think we've all seen it when you go to the grocery store, you go to the gas pump. Home. It's not just about the home being expensive; it's our day-to-day life expenses also have gone up.
Yeah, and you factor in homeowners insurance and all of those other expenses. Let's talk a little bit about the rental market right now. It has seen some cooling off across the country. How does the rental market impact the housing landscape? And again, what are you seeing trend-wise in the rental market?
So you're seeing people not move as much. It comes down to that, right? You have elevated costs around home buying, but at the same time, rentals have stabilized for many, many Americans. That's because people are just simply not moving right now. And that's also tied to the economy, just generally speaking. We're seeing, unemployment rates slightly tick up, and you're going to see that as we head into the later parts of the spring and summer, as businesses, the government, as acclimating to a new normal, if you will, when it comes to the macro conditions in the United States. And when that usually happens, people don't do a lot. They typically reduce their spending overall with just day-to-day expenses, but also factors into the housing market directly, where people just don't move.
Here in Florida, and I'm not sure if this is happening in California, if it's just so built out you're not experiencing it, but we've seen a huge increase in the construction of apartment buildings and condominiums. In the end, what does this mean for the current housing market as it stands? And from your opinion, is it better to rent or is it better to buy?
Once again, it depends on where you're at in the country, but we're certainly seeing a movement to higher density dwellings, right? So you just spoke about condos and apartments,
Yeah.
right? The primary residence of a single family residence, not to say that it's going away, but in the spirit of certain areas of the country, high density dwellings just make more sense for those areas in the country. Florida would be a prime example of that. Other areas where you have much more land space and other things, you continue to see single family residence being built. We're at a bit of a pivot point in terms of the housing stock in itself, right? I think everyone is aware that we don't have enough housing stock for the supply and demand part of that residential real estate. But is that turning from a single family residence, which is, when you think about the American dream, it's not to own a condo or to own an apartment. It really is about the white picket fence, Americana. And are we seeing a change in that American dream?
Yeah, and I'm wondering too, this is kind of an offshoot, but when it comes to vacation rentals and people buying that extra property, is that a worthy investment, or is it better to kind of hang tight and be patient?
Well, I cannot give out investment advice because that would be against the rules, but you can see how people feel about this through the lens of, you could use an Airbnb as a proxy for how people are feeling about rental properties, vacation properties, and these kinds of things, is that there's been a pullback in that. And this is tied directly, once again, back to the macro conditions, right? People are not going to be traveling as much this summer, for sure. And because of that, Airbnb, any of the other rentals types of properties that are out there, or the services that provide that, are also going to see a bit of a pullback.
Michael, great insight. Thank you so much. For more information on the housing market, you can head to our website, dailyflashshow.com.
Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. It's time for us to check in with Tony Toscano to find out what's coming to Hollywood and straight to your screen, no matter what size you're going to watch it on. With the latest, everybody, here's Tony.
Thanks, Mitch. In selected theaters is the political drama Rule Breakers.
We are looking for 4 girls who would like to learn about robotics and compete with teams from other countries. It'll show Afghan girls in a new light. Are you interested in joining our team?
You're the robot lady. How fast do these robots go?
You get to drive them in America.
It's dangerous to talk about girls doing this.
It's dangerous not to.
In a nation where educating girls is rebellion, a visionary woman sparks hope and opposition. Their courage ignites a movement that could transform their nation forever. I chatted with stars Nicole Bashiri and Amber Afzali.
In many ways feels like a sports film. This is a team, and yes, it takes one person to create a ripple of change, but after that, it takes a village, and it takes a team, and I hope that it inspires people to also lean on the people around them, lean on their communities, uplift their communities, and it's something that Roya is still doing to this day.
It is gut-wrenching and heartbreaking to see the differences, but I hope Roya is still doing the Afghan Dreamers team outside of Afghanistan. She's still working with Afghan refugees. She's still pursuing opportunities for education for young girls in Afghanistan. So she's making her mark, and I'm sure there's other crannies of hope too.
Rule Breakers is a wonderfully inspiring story about overcoming cultural stigmas and the walls that many people face. Again, Rule Breakers is playing in selected theaters and gets an A. It's rated PG. Also in selected theaters is the action comedy Novocaine.
Last night was amazing.
Get on the ground! Open the vault!
God, what am I doing? I just want to know where Sherry is.
You ever fired a gun before?
When the girl of his dreams is kidnapped, a man incapable of feeling physical pain turns his rare condition into an unexpected advantage to rescue her. We caught up with Jack Quaid and Amber Mid-Thunder at the LA premiere.
I got to sneak into a couple of early screenings, and everybody was like, it's a mixture of like nervous laughter and whatever this noise is, like a lot of that. So it's going to be really surreal to see with the crowd. I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm so excited. You know, I mean, you work on a movie. We were in Cape Town filming this movie, I think, like over a year ago. So it's so funny and weird, I think, to feel like it's finally here and we get to like share it. But you know, it's so much fun and it's just such a crazy, silly movie with so much cool action, and I'm excited for everyone to see it.
Novocaine is a wickedly funny action comedy that will have you engaged from beginning to end. See this one on a big screen. Again, it's in selected theaters and gets an A. It's rated R. For the Daily Flash, I'm film critic Tony Toscano.
Welcome to another edition of Bright Side. These are a few stories on the positive side of news, if not the bright side. We go first to Baltimore, where Dr. Michael Zollicoffer, aka Dr. Z, has been treating patients for nearly 40 years, often for free, and actually giving out his personal number to anyone who needs it. Now, when he was diagnosed with renal and rectal cancer, but he couldn't afford the treatment due to a Medicare paperwork error, the community that he has served for decades actually stepped up and raised over $100,000 to cover his care. Now he's on the mend, but Dr. Z says that he plans to give any leftover funds right back to the people who saved him. His take, and he says, quote, "I'm the happiest man on the planet, no matter what the outcome."
Aww.
What a great way to look at life.
Love that. Well, we want you to meet Bally Cinnamon Daniel. She's a 22-year-old guard from Lesley University who is redefining the game of basketball. She was born without a left arm. Bailey recently became the first one-armed woman to score in an NCAA Division III basketball game, proving that determination trumps everything. After being cut from her high school team, she didn't just sit on the sidelines. She emailed hundreds of coaches, landing a spot at Lesley and helping lead them to their best season in 14 years. Bailey's story isn't just about basketball. It's about shattering expectations and inspiring others to chase their dreams, no matter the obstacles.
Wow, that's great. It's really hard to even score a layup
Right.
or two on. And finally, imagine a world where your t-shirt does more than just make a fashion statement. It monitors your health. Researchers at Sapienza University in Rome have designed a sensory t-shirt that tracks vital signs like EKG, heart rate, and body temperature for patients recovering from cancer surgery. Worn under the clothes for about 2 weeks, 3 times daily, this high-tech garment transmits data to an app, allowing doctors to keep a virtual eye on patients. It's a game changer in post-op stuff. I mean, this type of technology coming out is a real advantage to everybody with these issues. So it's great stuff.
Love it. Really cool stuff.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hey everybody, I'm Andrea Jackson.
I am Mitch English, and we welcome you to Daily Flash. Yay. We were worried about AI taking over.
Yes,
we were about
we
the
were.
robots. We keep on hearing about the robots taking over. Do you remember we talked about it, I believe, a few months ago, I think, about a marathon race they were going to do with the robots.
Oh, it was
with
a
the robots.
disaster.
Yeah.
So basically what it was is they got 21 robots that were going to compete alongside human runners.
Yes.
Okay. The event was basically just to show the advancements that we're having in robotics, yada, yada, yada. The good news is it's a human one, which is nice to hear, right, for now, for
That
today.
is good.
I'm not going to even try to, actually, the winning robot
Here's
actually
how
won.
the human won.
Trying to unplug the wires. But the winning robot out of them all was named Tian Kung Ultra, which scares me, and it managed to finish the race. A lot of people were like, wow, this is incredible. They said that some of them said it's actually a step forward because now we're seeing these robots. It used to be where now there's certain things that humans can't do that robots can't do, rather that humans can do. But I've seen it now, and it was real. Or a robot, he'll jump up, his head will turn around, and then his body will turn around, and we're not that far away from it. So
Cyberdyne Systems.
Cyberdyne.
Hey.
I'm telling you, man, it's freaky that they could do this, but they ran the marathon. There were several robots that malfunctioned, which makes me feel better.
That's good.
Didn't they have to change the battery on the one that won a couple times?
I think that was
too?
the one of them did, the Tian Kung Ultra.
From China.
They won the robot category from China, indeed.
Now women have to deal with men and robots in sports. That's great.
Which bathroom do they go in?
You're absolutely right.
I mean, it never ends.
Lord have mercy.
Just when I think we have one thing.
Sorry.
One thing.
Well, hey, I'm with you. We want you.
Dudes and robots.
We should keep it.
When robots can vote, I mean, you're really
that's
and
when
drive.
it's
You're
over.
well, they can already drive.
They
so.
would make better decisions.
They would.
unfortunately.
You're right.
They would.
Oh, here's a new twist on a margarita. A snake.
No thanks.
Oy, oy,
No,
oy.
when I
A
heard this
customer
story-
at a Mexican restaurant in Virginia said she had just finished her dinner when she felt something hit her head. When she looked down, she saw a small snake curling itself around the straw in her drink. Restaurant workers rushed in to try to remove the baby snake with a stick, but another guest grabbed it, took it outside. The restaurant offered to move her to another booth, but at that point, she just wanted to go home.
Another booth?
Yeah, so you can find the second
Like,
snake.
I'm out of
Yeah,
there.
I
dude.
need to. You're paying the tab and I'm out.
I want to know what redneck just walks up and grabs it, because we always have those guys
Yeah,
here in
it's a good
Florida. It's like,
question.
hey, I'll
They
take
did.
care of that gator. Don't
People
worry.
were going up to it and like trying to get like a straw or something like that, trying to take it out, and then like I said, a redneck.
Oh,
They're saying they think it came through like an air conditioner vent. I don't care.
I don't care where it
Everything
came
Never
from.
I would never step foot in that thing.
I don't do
only because
snakes.
snakes fall from the sky.
You guys,
Snakes on a plane.
At that animal the pet expo I just went to a couple weeks ago, this little girl, she was smaller than me, and she goes, "Oh, you don't want to pet the snake?" I'm like, "No." She goes, "Come on," and I'm like, I don't do snakes. I'll pet a gator all day. I don't do snakes.
The snake,
But so that, first, I mean, that's like, I would hope that they first off gave her another margarita.
I would hope they
go.
paid her bill for food and
Everything's free at
drinks.
that point.
Everything should
Everything
be
should
picked
be
up.
free.
Yeah.
Everything's free.
Just for now, you got your restaurant on and it's overrun by. I'm tired of these snakes falling. Which, by the way, it sounds like on our ceiling, snakes are going to be falling off pretty
Snakes
soon. You
coming out of the
can't hear
plane.
that at home, but
possible.
they decided to do work on our studios.
If you
the
start
day we
seeing
shoot.
dust falling down from above,
Earthquake.
it's just roof work.
If someone falls through the roof, that's going to be great TV.
Oh, yes. And we'll be able to sell it.
Yeah.
It'll be great
There
video.
you go, YouTube.
I'll go live.
Got the video. Oh my goodness. If you're flying on a plane, flight attendants say if a passenger orders decaf coffee, they always pass judgment on this person. They call it a cup of mud without the buzz. Now, according to a page called Whistleblowing Air Hosts, coffee pots are rarely washed, so it doesn't matter whether you order decaf or regular. Experts say water's the best beverage. Bottled water.
Bottled water, thank
to
you.
sip while cruising on an airplane.
I think that the coffee they never have enough creamer for it,
And it's always the fake
It's a fake creamer. I never would drink coffee
No,
on an
me
airplane
neither.
at all because first off, I want to go to sleep. I don't want to stay up and look at this. mess.
Nor do you want to spend any more time in that bathroom than you need
No.
to. So,
I don't want to hover.
sorry.
I ain't
Yeah.
hover.
We got more of today's trends tomorrow's talk right
Do we?
after this. Stick around. Don't go anywhere.
Spring is in the air, and we're talking spring things that you must know about right now. Joining us with the scoop is lifestyle expert Barbara Majeski. Good morning, Barbara.
Well, thanks for having me. And with all of us going outside and sports season kicking into high gear, sweaty laundry with stubborn odor is inevitable. So to tackle a root cause of odor in laundry, I love using Lysol Laundry Sanitizer. It kills 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria when used as directed. Just add it to your laundry routine and it'll leave your family's clothing sanitized and smelling fresh. And you can find Lysol Laundry Sanitizer at major retailers, and the 21-ounce bottle is just under $5. Also, if you're looking to refresh your clothes in between washes, you've got to check out the LG Studio Styler. It's this sleek and stylish steam closet that uses true steam technology to deodorize and sanitize your clothes. No harsh chemicals are used, and it helps to create a healthier home as it is certified by the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America. It removes 99% of allergens from fabrics. Plus, there's no plumbing needed, so you can put put it anywhere. Go to LG.com to find out more. And yes, pollen season is also in full swing, and unfortunately, allergens don't stop at the door. So it's best to get a handle on that and make your indoor air cleaner. Filtrete offers a range of high-performance filters designed to capture air particles like pollen, dust, mold, pet dander, and smoke, and they're compatible with most HVAC systems. The MPR 1900 is one of their most advanced filters, capturing more microscopic particles like allergens, pollution, even bacteria and viruses, while delivering better airflow than any other brand. Check out Filtrete.com for more. And you know, another thing that happens with the warmer weather, ants come marching in along with the roaches. This season, let's be proactive and not reactive with Combat Max Roach Killing Bait and their 2-in-1 ant bait. The killing bait is a long-term solution. It's actually made with food that attracts both small and large roaches, eliminating the source of the problem before they multiply. And the 2-in-1 ant bait is formulated to control and kill common household ants in as little as 3 to 5 days. And you can find Combat products at Walmart and Amazon.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. It is time for a little relationship refresh. Yep, our next guest knows a thing or two when it comes to love.
She sure does. She's here to actually tell us how we can keep that spark alive in long-term relationships. Hopefully everybody will get to at this point, so we'll need this information. Please welcome love and relationship expert Odette Coronel. How are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm really happy to be here. Excited to talk about my favorite topic, love, and how to keep that spark alive.
Well, we're excited to learn about it because, like I said, we all hope to be in a long-term relationship with somebody at least. Odette, you say that you're kind of bringing sexy back when it comes to keeping the spark alive. What's your approach?
When intimacy becomes predictable, it can lose its excitement. And it's not just in the bedroom, it's also having novelty outside of the bedroom and making sure that we're continuing to create little sparks in small ways together. Another issue is mix match libidos. It's completely normal for partners to have different levels of desire.
Right.
But if it's not talked about openly, that can lead to frustration and even feelings of rejection. So you want to make sure that you are speaking openly and honestly about these issues.
All righty, fantastic. And if folks want to find out more information and maybe reach out to you, where can they find you?
They can find me on my website, OdetteCoronel.com, or follow me on Instagram at Odette Coronel Coaching.
All right. Odette, thank you so much for joining us. Of course, if you've missed any part of this interview, we'll have it for you on our website, dailyflashshow.com.
Stick around. We have more of today's Trends, Tomorrow's Talk right after this.
As the weather warms up, small businesses get busier. Here to help share some tips for small business success this season is Denise Leonard, General Manager of Zelle. Hey, thanks for joining us.
Spring is the opening day for small businesses everywhere as they get prepared for the busy summer season. And they need to plan ahead and really be there to meet their customer needs. And one way to meet their customer needs is by providing digital payments. Or the way that I like to think about it is the small business superpower. Digital payments actually provide a quick, efficient, and reliable way for businesses to get paid as well as to pay things like payroll or inventory. On the Zelle platform, we have 7 million small businesses, as well as 3 to 4 million individuals who are being paid for their independent work or their side hustle. And the reason why they depend on Zelle is because it's a quick, efficient, and reliable way to get paid. In order to learn more, please go to zellepay.com.
Whether you are looking to save on fuel, reduce your carbon footprint, or just ease into the future of EV driving, a hybrid fit might be the perfect fit.
Not ready for an electric car? Maybe try a hybrid, but they've changed. Each one of these cars is a hybrid. A hybrid uses a combination of a gasoline engine and an electric motor to deliver quick acceleration and excellent fuel economy. Some hybrids, like this McLaren, have the option to be plugged in and can drive on electricity alone for an extended distance. Others, like this Toyota Camry, never need to be plugged in at all. If you drove a hybrid years ago and didn't like it, try one again. With this Toyota Crown, the ride is smooth, acceleration is impressive, and the handoff between the gas engine and the electric motor is barely noticeable. If you've disregarded hybrids in the past, now is a good time to take a second look.
Well, celebrity lifestyle and wellness expert Seema Cohen joins us with the ultimate Mother's Day gift guide. Seema, you have got some great gift ideas put together we can get for mom. What do you have on deck for us?
That's right. Physicians Formula's waterproof and transfer-proof all-over body bronzer delivers a healthy, sunless glow with a skin-perfecting, blaring finish for up to 12 hours. Perfect for gifting your mom or the mom figure in your life this Mother's Day to help her look and feel her best year-round. They have been trusted since 1937 for attainable, dermatologist-tested, hypoallergenic beauty.
You know, moms love jewelry. I think all moms do. Do you have anything for them?
Freshen up your jewelry box for spring with some gorgeous lab-grown diamonds and fun fashion jewelry from Ritani.com. Ritani is based in New York, and did you know that they have stylish pieces under $100? Some of the most gorgeous jewels out there. Trust me, for a limited time only, use code SC40 and get 40% off. Visit Ritani.com while this deal lasts.
All right, moms would love that. What else do you have?
Meet Dr. Althea, the TikTok viral 3, 4, 5 relief cream. It's lightweight, it's soothing, and perfect for acne and blemish care. For dryness or fine lines, the 147 Barrier Cream delivers deep hydration and barrier support. Both are nourishing, non-greasy, and ideal for daily use. As always with Dr. Althea, it's vegan, cruelty-free, and made with clean, gentle ingredients. And now it's on Amazon for 15% off for Mother's Day.
All right, mom's going to get all of those gifts, but she needs something to put him in, right?
That's right. Handed By is a European brand with over 30 years of heritage, known for beautifully hand-woven totes made with 70% recycled plastic. That's right, crafted by gifted artisans. Each bag is lightweight, easy to clean with just soap and water, and designed with a stand-up shape for effortless everyday form. From errands to beach days, it's a stylish, sustainable gift for any mom this Mother's Day. Find them at handedby-usa.com.
And you got to have one, right?
I have mine right here. How did you know?
It's beautiful.
Absolutely love it.
Thank you so much, Seema. If you want more information, you can follow Seema at Seema Cohen Official.
And now, here's a great way to get involved and help save the planet.
XPRIZE, the world's leader in large-scale incentive competitions, is on a mission to tackle the climate crisis head-on.
To reduce warming and avoid worse impact of climate change, we need to remove carbon dioxide from our atmosphere and oceans. That's why we launched a $100 million carbon removal competition to challenge innovators to develop scalable carbon removal solutions. Over 1,300 teams developed a diverse portfolio of solutions around the world necessary to fight against climate change.
Learn more about the winners at xprize.org.
While we all know research shows that regularly cooking at home is linked to better nutrition and even lower body fat, joining us to share some simple and sustainable strategies to take the pressure off the meal planning is the head of nutrition at MyFitnessPal.
Meal planning can support your health goals regardless of which stage you're at in your health journey. Not only can meal planning help support better nutrition by allowing you to control the ingredients such as fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, it can also support portion control and in turn helping you to hit those weight management goals. And while we know meal planning can support better nutrition, I get it. It can be overwhelming. Between busy schedules and trying to find meals the whole family will enjoy, it can feel more like a chore rather than that path to achieving your goals. And this is where MyFitnessPal's new meal planner comes into play. Simply enter your health goals, budget, household size, and any dietary preferences, and in return, get a personalized weekly meal plan that you have all the recipes for in addition to that critical grocery shopping list. Plus, you can log those meals directly into the app to see how that nutrition impacts your health goals. Download the MyFitnessPal app from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store and unlock tools like Meal Planner with a Premium Plus subscription.
Hey, Mitchie.
Hey, Jackson.
Yeah, I want to talk about that big story coming out of Hollywood.
Hold on. Wait. I want to get Matt in on this call, all right? Hold on.
Hey, what's up, Mitch and Dias?
Matty!
Mitchie.
Mateus.
Mitch, my man.
So, Matty of Birkenshire.
What's going on?
Hey, AJ wants us to talk about a big story that's happening.
This kid, the Kiki, says hi. He has his own Instagram.
That's great, Matt, but I really want to talk about this big story coming out of Hollywood.
Ooh, dog and cat, it's
You should check it out. This kid, the Kiki.
I want to know what's going on.
What?
Oh, okay, so real quick. Why does he still have a dial-up modem?
Hey, I gotta get back to wrestling stuff.
It's on the music.
You know what? Maybe we should just try this later.
Okay, alright. Peace and love.
Daily Flash.
Where are you?
It's just better when you're part of the conversation. Join us online.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. It's the new docu-series that explores the shadowy world of child influencers. This is today's must-watch movie, or must-watch series, I should say, Bad Influence, The Dark Side of Kidfluencing.
It's Piper, go! Piper Raquel is an incredibly popular child influencer.
This young lady's amassed more than 10 million followers on YouTube.
Piper's mother, Tiffany Smith, is the momager.
She took these kids to massive viral fame. It seemed so innocent, but it wasn't innocent at all.
Tiffany finds people who want to be famous. She takes advantage of them. Things can get very muddy when kids are making an obscene amount of money. At her peak, Piper's earning between $300,000 and $500,000 a month.
Young girls have very large numbers of adult men as followers.
Tiffany would direct us to pose certain ways, hugging a certain way in a clip.
Closer, 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 closer.
She would be like, over and over, sex sells, make it sexy. Smile, flirt with the camera. Here we go. Where's the line for Tiffany?
I was 17 years old. We were on my live stream, then the kiss happened. I woke up in the morning and it was gone. If someone could erase us from the internet, then what else could they get away with?
Everything was controlled by Tiffany.
We were filming like 10 to 15 videos a day.
Okay, action.
If you leave the squad, you're going to get blacklisted.
She would start hate campaigns.
It's like a cult or something, like you can't get out. You know all the consequences of even just crossing her.
You didn't hear the way she spoke to me.
People should be asking themselves, is it really okay for my child's vulnerabilities to be displayed to random strangers?
Pull yourself together! It doesn't matter what happened to us, as long as they got it on camera. I remember being so scared.
It's not just these kids. There's so many others. And if something isn't done, these won't be the last kids.
Wow. You know, you think of your childhood, I mean, it's so formidable years. That is not reality that you're growing up in at all. And then interesting fact, about 92% of them are men.
Yeah.
It's freaking scary. That does it for our show. Y'all take care. We'll see you when we look at it.